Okay, Pisces, let's see what's going on for you guys and see what your situation is. All right, what's the deal for my Pisces, please? What's happening for my Pisces the second week of October? So we're going through this week into the next. All right, so I see the Queen of Wands and a Saggy card in reverse. And then the Hierophant at the bottom of the deck. All right. There's a couple things happening here, Pisces. Let's get into it because there's a lot of court cards here. So right off the bat, this is telling me it's about relationships. Okay? And yes, most of my readings are generalized. They're not privates. They're not personals. You know this. If you're new to my channel, you are my queens, whether you're male or female. The kings are the opposing energy. They're the people coming in. I don't read that for privates or personals, just for YouTube because it's a large audience. And this is just in case you want to discern the opposing energy. So if you're, for example, a Pisces dating a Pisces or, who's who. But I have a feeling multiple people are going to show up in your reading, Pisces. With that said, I see the Queen of Wands. And when I see a Queen of Wands, yeah, I'm going to think that there's going to be multiple people in your reading. Why do I feel and think that way? Because the Queen of Wands is the mistress card, is the Mr. card. Even if you're a male, you're a third party, you're mistress. Okay, I need to stop laughing because it's not funny. Well, a little bit. We got to make light of shit sometimes, all right? Anyway, this is just telling me there's a lot of chemistry, there's a lot of passion, there's a lot of heat here between you and someone else. However, there's a lack of balance with temperance. And temperance is also just making me feel like I have like this anxious, I don't want to say anxiety, that's not the right word, just this anxiousness. Like to get something done or to go forward or to move. Because I also see the Hierophant at the bottom of the deck. When I see like a Queen of Wands and the Hierophant, I'm seeing a mistress or a mister or a third party situation in a marriage or a commitment. If that's not the case, then you are in the camp that doesn't want to be the mister or the mistress, wants to get married, wants something formalized, wants something traditional. But I'm looking at the bottom of the deck and I see the Fool card here too, taking a leap of faith and a risk, leaving something behind, not having anything lined up. Then I see the Ten of Swords and ending in betrayal. You're trying to stay positive and hopeful for a person over here that seems emotionally mature and available, but you're pausing and reflecting on where to cut your losses. All right, I see. And then there's, oh, hi, happy days and happy new love. All right, so let's not go too far down the deck because we got to read for the second week. This is like weeks and months down the road. But it does give me a synopsis, kind of what you're going through. So it's coming in towards my Pisces, please. Or at least who I'm reading for. Okay. As we see here, the Four of Cups. Four of Cups, probably my least favorite card. But, I just feel like when I see a Four of Cups in a reading, things are uncomfortable, at least for me. Everybody else handles this differently. Four Cups is unrequited love. It's runner-chaser dynamic. All right? This is when you're gifted a new thing, but you look at it like, no, not for me. Because we're too busy concerned with what we lost, that we don't have space for the new thing. And we automatically assume it's not for us because we're just like, no. Maybe the person before this person wasn't really, no, not for you either, but you made a go of it. Now, of course, energies are vice versa. This can be your person doing this. And Three of Cups. So this is talking about a reconciliation. So maybe somebody's turned off here from doing a reconciliation or somebody's too focused on a reconciliation. But there seems to be here an unrequited love. It's one-way dynamic. We're going to get more when we clarify. But I can see at the bottom of the deck, you're pausing and reflecting on the time and energy you invested in this job, this project, financially, mentally, emotionally, physically, this person, this relationship. All of the above. Point is, you're pausing and reflecting because you put time and effort into something and you're like, should you let it go now? I'm going to tell you last week, well, I'm going to tell you this week, and I'm going to tell everybody else. If you planted it over there and you watered it and you watched it produce something, it will do the same thing over there too when you take one of the seeds from over there and plant it over there. Now, what is it that Pisces doesn't see coming their way? Ta-da! Fresh new start in love. Someone's coming to ask you out, friends. If it's not them, then this is you. Somebody here is saying, I want to go out. I want to see you face to face. I want to have a heart to heart with you. This is lovely. Woo, they want a passionate new beginning. All right. Well, I guess you don't see this coming, but I guess on a dime, this all changes. Are you even surprised, Pisces? Are you even surprised? You shouldn't be. We had some big ass eclipses in September, and Spirit is trying to clean house on everybody. Control, Alt, Delete on everyone's life. In 2026, the whole entire collective is supposed to have a new life. All right? Different for everyone, of course, but something new. Something for all of us has ended. All of us. Nobody is being spared. But the point of me telling you all this stuff, Pisces, is I know what it is for you, but do you know what it is for them? The person that you're dealing with or the people that you're dealing with in your external environment? Because it will affect you. Now, with that said, what is the advice here for Pisces? Excuse me. Okay. The Ten of Swords, the Hermit, and Strength card. Let's see what's going on here. So in the advice, it's telling you something has ended. It's onward, upward from here, right? And the Hermit card. It's saying, okay, maybe you might need to check out for like 5 minutes. Like, do a timeout. Fine. But then make your wise decisions in your sacred space. But onward, upward. The ending has happened. The betrayal is over. All right? And it's also talking about having the strength and the resilience for you to come back to your safe space. All right? Look at this. Ten of Swords, the Hermit, Virgo energy there. All right, let's continue. So it's going to be interesting when we clarify this. What is the outcome of the week for Pisces? Ooh, another king. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, they don't have to be an air sign. They just represent themselves like one, which means smart, fair, balanced, cerebral, but they're upright and they're a king. So they're available to you at a high level. They're not a page. They're not a knight. They're not messing around, right? But somebody here is resisting, holding back, trying to control themselves. That I suspect this is who you're having a heart-to-heart with. I see love with one individual and I see passion with another. But then, is this you with those two people? Or is this the two people you're dealing with and how they feel about you? Okay, hold on 1 second. Just gotta see someone's like yelling outside my... Oh my God, there was some like crazy person outside my door yelling. All right, let's see what's going on, guys. Why do we have Temperance in reverse and the Queen of Wands? Please clarify this for my Pisces. Four of Cups. I just think you're not interested, Pisces, in whatever this new thing is that you're being offered. But let me see. Or, maybe it's not the new thing that's being offered to you, but you're just... I think there's a little bit of confusion here for you because of the Seven of Cups in reverse. at some point you're going to, most people would be thinking like, okay, what's the right fit for me? Who's the right fit for me? What's the right decision for me? But in your case, it looks like you might not even be certain who you should even be considering, because you're just sitting here saying to yourself, well, I'm not interested. This is unrequited. I don't feel the same way. That's the imbalance here with whatever this energy is right here with the Queen of Wands and the Temperance in reverse. That's the imbalance, right? Maybe somebody ghosted and decided to come back to this relationship, and you're like, maybe now you're like, no, thank you. Because from last week, it's interesting. I do remember and I do recall from last week's reading, I was telling you, Pisces, and those of you who didn't see last week's reading, go for it. Go take a look and come back to this. I was talking about the Eight of Pentacles, where I was saying, you know, you're working so hard towards a goal, and you've achieved a lot within this goal, but you're not looking up to see what else is missing. You've amassed enough. It's enough, right? But to get to the 9 and the 10, you got to look up and see what is the two things that are missing from your life. Now here in this deck, the week forward, like this week now as I'm reading this, you're getting off the bench. You're picking yourself up. You're like, wait a minute, wait. I got to take another look at this. And that's what you're doing now. All right, so let's go into it, because the cards are aligning with two different decks, right? What do I mean? See, this is a different tarot deck. Four of Cups. We just got done explaining something here with the third-party person, somebody coming back. There's a lack of balance here. In the next position, another different deck, we have the Four of Cups again. So with the Three of Cups. So they're aligning. Someone's coming back. Somebody wants a reconciliation, but someone's not interested. What is the Four of Cups and the Three of Cups, please? This is definitely a Pisces reading. There's a lot of cups here. This is just telling me who it's about. This, for some reason, maybe they're a water sign like you, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, that they're back of your mind. It seems like you are dealing with multiple people, but the one that wants to come back, I don't think you're interested anymore, or somebody from your past. Because I see you healing and being happy and feeling bad about something or someone, because it looks like you're going in a different direction now. All right. What is the Ace of Cups, please? Clarify the Ace of Cups. Eight of Wands. Three of Swords. See, you're looking up. You were working so hard towards a relationship or a situation, and now you're like, I think I'm done with that chapter, right? But you know what? It's time for me to heal. You start taking out the swords and the daggers, and you start taking action. All right, so you start taking action with your healing process, right? And then boom, as soon as you do, new love comes in. You start attracting it. What is the Ten of Swords and the Hermit, please? Clarify. Six of Swords and the Five of Cups. Six of Swords. Okay, well, in your advice, it's telling you it's a new dawn. It's a new day, Pisces. The betrayal, the ending, it's over. You need some time to yourself for closure or to heal or to make wise choices. You need to mentally disengage, all right? You've already been through the worst of it, so there's that. You're on the other side, so what's the point of looking back now? Don't cry over spilled milk. Buy new milk. It's available. Go to the store. It's right there. It's the two cups right behind you. Swing yourself around, change your mindset, and start moving forward with the abundance you have, okay? Now, what is the King of Swords and Strength, please? the Nine of Cups, the Knight of Wands, and the Four of Wands. Clarifying the King of Swords. There's somebody, okay. There's somebody here who was going in all kinds of like 50 Shades of Grey. But then they met their, Anna. And Anna wanted to upgrade the relationship. So somebody was going in there all feisty and fun and casual and mischievous-like, but now they want to upgrade the relationship. But somebody here is trying to resist it. All right? And this is your wish fulfillment. This is your desire. This is where we're ending the week. This is so interesting. Somebody here where a relationship was casual for you, Pisces, you want it to be upgraded or go to the next level. But somebody here is resisting. Which is weird to me because I see the king being very, very much available for it. So let me see what we're reading about in the extended. Guys, I don't know if I'm going... So I've changed the whole entire structure of extended readings. There's extended reading, there's subscription, and then there's memberships. Memberships is from YouTube. It's all access, all signs, extended readings. Extended is just a single one-off. Subscriptions is monthly. I have not started your monthly yet because I don't know if there's any interest. Please put those in the comments if you are interested. What we do in the extended is we clarify with tarot these cards, but then we go into your person that you're thinking about. Their actions, their feelings for you, their intent, and things like that. Okay, wow, this could be the one, forgiving and learning. Forgiving and learning, the first instinct that came to me with this card, it says hold on, I'll read it to you, but it's not my instinct as what the card reads. As you release and heal the past, you experience more love in your present moment. Yes, obviously, that goes with the Four of Cups. The second you release, you forgive and you learn, you'll be open and available for the cup that the universe was trying to give you right here. And you weren't looking at it because you were looking at this, the loss, the miss, the pining away. But universe is like, look at me. Now, that's the forgiving and learning stuff. Here's the other card. This could be the one. But my instincts for this was telling me this could be about yourself. Pisces, don't beat yourself up. Maybe it's not necessarily about the other person. It's about you, my love. It's about you. All right, now we'll get into that later. Let's do this. Let's get an oracle card from Moonology. And then we'll hop over to the extended. What's going on here for my Pisces, please? Pretty fast. The energy is gaining momentum, waxing moon. I have a feeling this is about not giving up right now, to keep going kind of situation. All right, give me a second, guys. Alrighty, let's read this bad boy. During the waxing moon cycle, hope springs eternal. This card is a very positive omen, indicating that you can create the reality you're dreaming about, although it will take some work and you're not quite there yet. This is a time of energies rising up, emotions are building too, where you don't want to go and do and believe you can get there. You really can. Either you can just keep meditating and focusing on your desired outcome, or you can make the courageous commitment to make more practical steps towards your goals. Whichever you decide, you are most certainly on the right track. Like, who doesn't want to hear that they're on the right track? You keep going. You do not stop. That's how I felt about you guys last week. But now it's showing, and it's stronger than ever. You are on the right track. Keep going. I'm loving this energy. If anything, other signs should be jealous that they could do what you're doing right now too, because a lot of people are lost out there. But then that's, again, a water sign thing. You roll with the punches. You roll with the flow. All right, guys. Members, subscribers, extended. I'll see you guys over there. Everyone else, I'll see you next week.